Yeah. Camera fell, phone fell, but we got it. It's easy work. We're just dropping the shell. That's all I'm doing. So making sure that these holes on the side line up. And also want to make sure under the seat, the two bolts that came out, with those holes line up. But it's cool starting to look like a bike again instead of some little project experiment vehicle that I'm working on. Everything's coming back together. So I put the little trim pieces back on. I didn't think it took a lot of tools to get them off. So we'll be back rolling soon. Alright, so I'm gonna start with the two screws up underneath. If you remember that the shorter of the screws that we pulled out. Yeah, hard to get a camera angle on, but I already hand threaded one end. And go to second. Hit them with the impact. They're still T30s. Helps. I got a bendable extension. I can get into a lot of places. I need to. Then the longer of the 6 screws goes in right under your Riker. Down here on the side. Show you what we did. Messed up this piece. Oh no, that's where it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be on the exterior. Not the frame, but it's supposed to be on the interior because the one we left in for a pivot is still right there. So it should just line right back up. Gotta figure out what I did wrong. I'll be back. Okay. So got it in. Figured out I forgot to push that little piece in for the fuel line. It goes in right there. I forgot to push that back in, so it wasn't threw off the alignment of the hose just a little bit. I think I was putting the wrong screws in. I was putting the longer screws go in the front, the medium screws go in the middle, and the short screws go in the back. That's always good when you drop something. Put those 3 bolts in on the side again. Alright, so yeah, we got the 2 bolts under the seat. There we go. Bolt in the middle, bolt in the front, and then remember to tighten the pivot, bolt up on both sides. I got the comfort seat for my bike. Seat just snaps back into place. If you see, we got clips, clips, clip, clip. It just drops in, snaps in. Boom. Looking like a bike again. Check out the Instagram. Yep, we gotta put the rail covers on, the front clip, and then the hood. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the side rails, but I'm gonna hold off on the front clips because I'm gonna do the oil change. I'm gonna change the exhaust out too while we got it taken apart. Put some new air filters on it too. So like I said, we're gonna get multiple videos out of this one video. I did it taking them off. I did it putting them on. I said it's 3 screws. It's 1. It's 2. It's 3. And it's 4. Plus the 2 under the seat, and then 4 on each side. My bad. I skipped this screw both times, taking it off and putting it on. But so we caught it. We got it. So things to remember when bringing the clamshell down is making sure this lines up with this little holder. And if you're like me, remembering that you got 4 screws on the side that you gotta put back and tighten. So my mailman is always on time. I was outside loading some stuff up in another car and got my delivery of my N filters. I was all in AutoZone trying to find the right filter. They do not carry, that's the old one. I just was looking for something to just replace the factory one with. So that is gonna be N Nairfilter CM9910. That's the one that matched, because I saw a lot of different ones. Just Googling it, I was getting different numbers and stuff. I'm checking the AutoZone, and none of those numbers match. But that's the one that it actually fits. You can see it fits right into the box there. And then got the second one too. Second box. So we gonna swap those out too while we doing this job. And once we get back up and running, gonna see if it really does make a difference or not. But we got them in. Haha. Okay, so easy peasy with the side piece. We're gonna just snap that back on. We're gonna start it with it. It's a retaining clip right there that goes right there on the bike. Right there. So I'm just gonna slide it back over your brake. Line it up. With that, snap it in. And you got 3 push pins to put back in. So snapped in right here and into the push pin right there. Yeah. You remember there's one there, one there. And the third one, I actually can't remember where the third one was. I'll remember in a second. But I got that one in. Then the one under here. Just in case somebody doesn't know how to get these back in, you just pull the little one out, push it in, and push the pin in. Just don't lock it. third one. I guess it's the one on top. No, I'm dropping stuff. But that's your third one right there. Let's push it in and push the pin in. Same thing on the other side. It's looking more and more like a bike. So I go ahead and throw the air filter on too while we're here. For this one, I'm gonna start on the back right there. Push the front tab in. And got it back on. And I can just close it up with the locking tab, and looking like a Riker again. Same stuff on the other side. You know, the air intake on the other side just got the clips at the bottom instead of the plastic retaining clips. But getting back together. Okay, what we looking at, got the side trim pieces on, got the air box put back on with the new N filters. Right now I'm just gonna put the front clip back on. Well, just in place. I'm not gonna bolt it down yet because I'm still gonna do an oil change. I'm still gonna put the new exhaust on. So I'm waiting on the new exhaust to get here because I need to start it up before I do the oil change. But front clip, if you don't drop it, it's pretty simple. Just gonna hook in on the back there and hook it in on the back. Put it into place. I do a one-handed. Makes it a little different. Let's sit you down for a second. About all that, but yeah. So for people without the bumper bar that I got, all you got is two T30 torque screws to put in at the bottom. But for me, I got 2 extra bolts to put my grill guard on. But I'm gonna put that on last after I got everything back up together and have it running. Okay, exhaust came in. It's a silber. I don't have the model number on anything, but we're gonna put it on, see how it sounds. Got a fit on it. Only thing different from the factory one is gonna be the factory one has the threaded hole for the holding nut. This one does not, so it comes with the nut 15 millimeter. It's just gonna go on the end through the plate. So just keep your factory nut. It's gonna go back in there, and when you bring the new exhaust over, you're just gonna take that nut and put it at the bottom. Let's get to work. So if you remember taking it off, got your spring. I just use a puller from putting my kids' trampoline together, and that's gonna come down. So, and then thing about it too, this spring, everybody else has two. Mine only had one. Don't know what the previous owner did with the second one or what happened. Maybe it fell off while riding. I doubt it, but anything's possible. Good. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start the nut to kind of hold it in place. having a little bit of technical difficulties. So forgot it's been so long. Need to jack it up. So I just got my jack, put a bunch of bubble wrap around it. The bubble wrap that came with the exhaust. Jack it up enough to get it level where it needs to be with the bolt. Had to use a wrench to put that nut up under there. It's a little tricky, but luckily I didn't get the powder coated exhaust. I got the chrome, so you can kind of helps with the reflection. You can see where the bolt is up under there. So I got it loosely connected, loosely bolted on, so I can still wiggle it and get the tip here into the manifold and put it where it needs to go. Another boo-boo. Should have put that on first before I put the bolt on. Back to the drawing board. Alright, take 3. Just pull the spring. So I got excited and just did it off camera. Well, not excited. Got a little frustrated getting that spring. That spring right there. I ended up pulling it from the front of the bike. I got to the front and pulled it like a curl instead of trying to pull it from back here. And that's how I ended up getting it on. But it's looking good. I got excited too. Went ahead and put the bumper bar back on the front, but you remember, again, it's pretty simple. Bolt there, and then the T30 torque screws that everybody has. Disconnected my battery for a minute because I haven't been on a bike in like a month and a half. So I'm gonna reconnect the battery. I'm gonna push it out. I'm gonna start it up, see what it sounds like. Did the first test drive with the new belt. We're gonna see from there. Alright, got the battery on, got the front cover back on. I'll put it in. Fake neutral. First ride, it's cool. I went around the block and then out on the main street for a second. I didn't go over 50, so we'll get some more small test rides in and then try to get some highway speeds. Okay, so the oil is draining. Slide to the primary one. That's a 17 mil. Then you got another T30 for your secondary plug. That's that. Still don't know what that is. That's what caused all my trouble with my belt and my clutch and all that in the housing. But got our rings. I had put them on. Wow, everything is green. Alright. Big old ring. I'm just gonna pop the old one off. Easy peasy, old one off. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. New one. Slides right on it. Primary plug. Washer off. Old washer, new washer. Popped out of these. Secondary. Video cut out, but self-explanatory. Old washer, Alf, new washer. That one is magnetic, so the washer was like dancing on the top of it. But just gonna put a little oil around this one. Plug the primary and the secondary, just plug them back in. A regular oil change, you changed in oil before, same deal. Just the secondary plug kind of threw me because I'm not used to having a secondary plug, but oil change, oil change. Alright, so we got the oil filter in and back sealed up. Using that Allen T30. Works pretty good getting into that tight spot. And just tighten it up. You can hand thread it in for the most part, and then just tighten it down with the Allen one. Or if you got a better tool for getting in there, use that, of course. I'm not using the funnel that comes with it because most of the time I use that like for gas. If I have trouble putting gas in it. So I got my own funnel sticking in there. Where your dipstick normally is, you just twist that out. And you either use that white funnel that comes with it, or you like me, use your own. And like I said, the oil that comes with the kit is the amount of oil you need. So if you got a 600, same process. Just make sure you tell them when you get in the kit or when you order the kit, it's a 600, so you get, it's like 2.5 quarts, 2.5 liters, whatever. I'm good. I'm bad at measurements. But the 900 that I got is gonna take 3.5. That's one down. And I just got them lined up, ready to go. That oil looks so much cleaner than what came out of it. This is the first oil change on this bike too, at 3,000 miles. I might see some difference in performance or something. It's gonna like this new clean oil running through it. Try to get every drop. Oil's expensive right now. Gas expensive. So I've been so sad I haven't been able to ride my bike for almost 2 months. We got a few nice days where I could have been on this saving gas. All 4 of them. That's a big one. Over. That's the dipstick. Should be good to go. I'll roll it down off the service ramps. Let it run. Make sure I don't got any oil leaks anywhere. But we're done. Done. Did everything I set out to do. Oil change, new air filters, heavy duty racing belt, new exhaust. It's like a brand new bike. So hopefully we get out, have some fun with it. in the middle of a heat wave right now, but it's gonna cool off. It's always cool when you're riding a Riker.